Hey everybody, welcome back to Saph Reacts, and this is part 5 in my sleep token Take Me Back to Eden analysis and discussion. This is Vore, and for anyone who hasn't heard it before, buckle up. It's going to be a ride. We're going to go in. You are not prepared. No, Vessel. Nobody is in pain like you are, my friend. I'm actually just going to pause it here, and I'm not a fan of pausing to kind of interact with my live chat, but yes, the drums are just phenomenal. What I would not give to hear this song live and C2 doing the drums for this. I just how the man's an octopus. I'm just gonna pause again here for a second. Like, I don't know if anybody knows what happens when a praying mantis female mates. I'm just gonna leave that thought there. This bit is so haunting. So haunting. I'm pausing a lot during this one. I'm so sorry. But also paused at a rather interesting moment in the video. Perfect timing. I'm just going to scroll back just like a tiny, tiny bit. I mean, y'all see it, right? I don't have to spell this out, do I? Like, yeah, they know what they're doing. They know it, we know it. I don't have to say it. It's all good. Ugh, I just. It was so wholly unexpected. The fact, like, because that was another one of the singles that they dropped, and the first time I heard that, I nearly shot out of my chair. I was not expecting that. And I mean, I know they can scream. I know he can scream. I've heard it, but I was not expecting how raw that song was going to be at all. And I mean, as May was saying, as it began, it's not even vaguely sexual. Let's be honest. And I mean, if you add the imagery from the video to that, it's well. So we are we're gonna go into my analysis. Um, do you know what's weird is every time I listen to that song, I always feel slightly breathless after it. Like I've been it's a song that makes you feel like you're holding your breath the entire time. It's just magical. I don't know another band that can do that to me anyway. Like just aside from the the sexual connotations the song has, I aside from the sexual connotations, I do think this is a song that speaks for itself just loudly. It's dark, it is filled with pain and anger, and the screaming gives a sense of him just hurling his pain and rage at the other person, blaming them for and they're blaming them and their lack of appreciation, their lack of interest, their lack of love for how he's currently feeling. um I also think there is another thing that he's angry about, but I'm actually going to come back to that a little bit later on. This, to me, is a tale of dark, borderline morbid, obsessive love. He's gone from being the self appointed guardian that would turn stone to gold if it meant that the other person was safe and happy, chokehold, through the other side of questioning whether the other person truly wants him from the summoning, and then past that constant arguing that led to destruction and the dissolution of his heart in Granite and Aqua Regia. And we now find him raging like a caged animal, screaming that the only way he will be satisfied now is if he could physically be one with this person. It's like he wants to crawl inside them somehow and literally be a part of them. Offering himself to them in servitude no longer feels like it's enough for him. He has to go deeper. The imagery here is visceral, it's raw, it's incredibly unnerving, as is the tonal shift from the opening screens to that sudden haunting whisper of, are you in pain like I am? And frankly, no, I don't think we are. He wants to know if the other person is suffering at the same level he is. He wants to know if that karmic tie he feels to them is as strong for them. He wants the bond of any kind at this point, even if it's one of pain and trauma. Trauma bonding is something I will come to in a later video. It's very, very relevant. He asks if they will remain stuck in the throats of gods, or if the pain he feels will stop if they do actually go deeper. And this makes me think as though he feels like the only way out of this relationship is now to deepen what little bond he feels they've got and solidify it by going deeper together. He wants the other person to take that journey with him and be swallowed whole by his love for them. He wants to take them where nobody's going to go, which, if you look at things from the obsessive love point of view, takes a really freaking dark turn. Like, is he willing to do something immoral to have this person become his, whether they want to or not? The thought process I had with that is furthered as his vocals go from the soaring, smooth, clean vocals back to the harsh, guttural screaming as he invites this person to step into his suffering. He wants them to feel what he's feeling. He wants them to be in pain alongside him because his pain is caused by their indifference towards him in his mind. He's built up this relationship despite having absolutely no assurances at all from this other person. He is begging them to welcome him in. And he now feels so intensely that they are the only one for him, that they are the one thing he needs. He just wants them all to himself with nothing else in the way. And he speaks again of Jaws, harking back to the song Jaws and Aqua Regia, and of fate. He still believes that this person is destined to be his. And by the end of the song, he returns to screaming and demanding to know if the other person's sharing his pain yet. Feels to me as though he's sunk into this deep obsession with the other person and he sees no way out of it but to drag them down with him and somehow make them feel what he's feeling in the hopes that that's going to be the thing that binds them together in the way that he wants. The other thing that I'm thinking, and this ties into something that I'm going to come back to in another song, is the aftermath of Granite. And is he angry? And I'm trying to say this without saying it because it's more relevant with another song. Is he angry at the person because of what happened at the end of Granite for reasons that may become slightly clearer later on? That's how I'm looking at it. That's how this song feels to me. It just feels very obsessive, very dark, very twisted. It is easily one of the darkest songs I've heard in a long time. But beautifully so, if that makes any degree of sense whatsoever. Beautifully so. And agreed with you, Falcon, it gets better every single time. It doesn't get any less chilling, it doesn't get any less haunting, but it gets better. Like, I I I don't know how he does those screams. I really, really don't. It's just incredible. Um, I don't know how anyone could do those screams. To be fair, it's just bonkers level of talent. Um, I'm actually going to read this comment on the Blood Owl. Are you okay with this comment being part of the YouTube video? Because I think it's very relevant, actually. I want to try and help other people not make the same mistakes I did. If you're in a narcissistic or abusive relationship on that level, just like the I love yous and I don't know what I do without you get thrown around. There's a lot of gaslighting and manipulation too on that flip side of the same coin. So all I wish is if you're in that same situation, just remember your self-worth and self-value. If they hurt you once, they will hurt you again. I'm going to try not to cry. But yes, you're quite right. And that's actually very, very, very relevant to this album, I think. Um, and to anybody watching this via YouTube, you're not alone. If you're there, or you have been there, you're going through that, if you have been through that, if you're dealing with the aftermath of that, you are not alone. I am I am right there with you. And you can reach out to me anytime. That's what I'm here for. Um, I think that's probably actually a very, very positive place to leave the analysis of what is actually a very, very dark song. The next track up is Ascensionism, which is one of my favorites on this album. It is fantastic. It is also about 7 minutes long, so if any of you need to stretch your legs and grab a drink, please do so because it's going to take a while. Um, that episode will be in this playlist, so do please check that out if and when you have time. As always, please do have a chat with me in the comments below. I would love to hear your theories about what Vore is about because I think it's one that is very, very subjective to each listener. Aside from that, please do take care and I will see you all next time.